Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Last night on Linda Moulton Howe, she spoke of a trucker who, on his way to do some sort of delivery, encountered a dog man, like a wolf man, a monster, and he was driving, and he claimed that this particular animal kept up with him. Okay, the animal kept up with him as he drove, and after a while, with this animal clawing at him through his window, because he said he had his window down because it was hot outside, and he had his window down. And after the animal, with hands as big as his wheel, the steering wheel, he said that the animal was probably 9 feet tall. After a while of him trying to figure out, am I hallucinating? Am I in an alternate reality? What is going on here? And he said that the eyes from the animal seemed to be communicating. They weren't like eyes from a dog or a cat, that they're just eyes, but they seemed as though there was an intelligence behind the eyes. And he, at a certain point of feeling threatened, pulled out a gun and shot the animal. Last night on Linda Moulton Howe, she talked about this guy. After he shot the animal, he decided to go back and take a look. And when he went back, there was a Jeep parked with a male and female, and the animal was no longer in sight. He knew he shot it. He knew it was on the ground, because when he pulled off, he can see it. You look back, when you do something like that, you're looking back. And he saw it, and it was moving into the wooded area, but he did shoot it. And then afterwards, he said that federal officers came to him and said, you killed one of our, something that was valuable to them. An asset. Yeah, I think that's what they called it. They said, you killed one of our assets. And he was like, what you talking about? The animal? And they didn't want to go further with it. And they took his gun, and he was not supposed to talk about it. And they threatened him, and, they played with his bank account so that he knew that they can do things to you. But last night on Linda Moulton Howe, after she was talking about that, and people called in and talked about seeing animals 9 feet tall, and then sometimes where there's the animal, that 9-foot animal, like Bigfoot, there may be a spacecraft there in the wooded area that's landed. But last night on Linda Moulton Howe, it was pretty interesting, because she's pretty consistent, and she's pretty the same thing over and over, same thing. But last night was pretty interesting. Here's the guy. This is the guy, okay? Joe Barger. I don't know if it's his real name, but he's the one who encountered the huge wolf man who shot it, and then he was threatened not to talk about what happened. So last night on Linda Moulton Howe, it was pretty interesting, and I recommend that particular episode. This is Sherry Veronica.